don't hate stupid people. Stupid people can't change the fact that they're stupid. I don't want your stupidity near me because you can't be fixed. You will forever be stupid.
Welcome back to Trauma Dumplings. I am your host Rachel.
And I'm Aoife.
If you're new here, Trauma Dumpling is your go-to podcast for learning more about Asian pop culture.
Also the difficulties we may face for being Asian, and honestly just a little bit of everything because we love talking shit.
White people are welcome, literally any race, any gender, any animal.
Love the PR statement there.
We upload a new episode every 14 days, so we haven't recently. I acknowledge that, but we've been away, you know. But we will try to upload in 14 days. Can't promise it, okay? Can't promise it, but we'll try. Hopefully it won't be too long moving forward since I'm back from holiday now and everything.
But anyway, if you don't want to miss any uploads, or perhaps you want to be the first to listen when we do finally
upload,
yes, then turn on the bell notifications to get notified when we do, in fact, upload. It'll be like a Christmas present.
Exactly, a little surprise. And yeah, we would also really appreciate if you give us a 5-star rating. That's one of the best ways to support us, and obviously if you're on YouTube, commenting, liking, engaging in any way, sharing is also the biggest thing right now. So please do share our podcast with any friends or family that you think would enjoy this. If you don't think they'll enjoy it, share it anyways. You know, honestly, any sort of interaction you have with our podcast, it really does go a long way.
I'd argue what would help us best though is if you buy us Ozempic.
I don't need it. I think I'm okay. But
you saying I need it?
Yes!
I agree. Please give me Ozempic. We can't do this anymore.
Anyways, if you're new here, Eve and I have been friends for quite some time now.
But a good portion of that was me thinking you were my enemy.
Yes, that is something that's going to be constantly brought up because it really built our friendship. Yes, that was a horrible time, you know, for you especially. It really did make us stronger as friends, you know.
From enemies to lovers. Why'd you stop?
For those who are listening only, I just leaned in for a wee kiss. But yeah, ever since then, even with the rocky roads, we have managed to remain friends, and I hope it stays that way. Do you?
Damn! I don't feel like I have a choice, do I?
We're just gonna talk about friendship today because, I mean, it's a huge part of life.
And also, it's always a huge part in anime. The power of friendship.
Oh my god.
All.
It really does.
Brings a tear to my eye every single damn time, you know?
So what kind of friend would you say you are?
A bad one.
That I can confirm. I can confirm that. I really do appreciate our friendship because I feel like I can say anything to you.
Oh right, okay.
I don't feel like I have to hold back or walk on eggshells around you. I have noticed lately that my friendship with you doesn't apply to everyone else. How I see some other friends, I'm like, oh, it's just my friendship with Aoife, but it's really not.
Oh.
And you know, it may have gotten me in a little bit of trouble, you know.
The reason it's not the same is because we're lovers. Again.
Yeah, I do realise it's not the case for everyone else that I'm friends with.
Because they're all little pussy ass bitches. I'm kidding, by the way. No.
Yeah, she is. Don't worry, guys.
I mean, there are some actual little pussy ass bitches, but not all our friends are. Well, actually, no, truth be told.
None of our friends are.
Yeah, if you were a little pussy ass bitch, I wouldn't be friends with you.
But to find the valuable friends, you have to get through the pussy ass bitches.
Oh, I've been through way too many of them. I mean, even back then, I was a little pussy ass bitch, okay?
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't blame her for ditching my ass. I would have ditched my ass too.
Yeah.
That's gross. But no, thank you for saying that. I do also feel the same about you. Maybe in not such a romantic way, but
That was not romantic, what are you on about?
That was very romantic.
That was all platonic.
That was not platonic. You just said, I'm not like anyone else. Who else is not like anyone else? Oh yeah, a girlfriend.
I can't confirm or deny because I never had one before.
Right. I don't know what it is with me, but little pussy ass bitches love me.
They actually do.
They love me.
They do.
And I hate that because they're often too well, I was going to say sensitive, but I'm sensitive. So, I'm a sensible bitch, okay? But no, they're often too clingy. They take everything personally. I do too, but not to their extent. And it's just like, damn, sometimes I'm like, oh, I really wish I could, like, you know, just fat shame with Rachel right now. But I can't because I'm surrounded by little fat pussy ass bitches instead. Just to clarify, this is a joke.
Even though I am extroverted, right, I'm more ambivert, to be honest, but there are times where I do crave seeing friends, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I've been alone for too long. I feel like I need to be re-energized by my friends or just people in general. But, you know, there was a period of time, and it still kind of applies occasionally, but there are times where I am just, like, very emotionally unavailable, you know what I mean?
And that's why I like you.
Yeah, it is. I'm scared, help, I'm scared.
You tried to kiss me twice today, okay?
It's only okay if I do it.
Double standard right here. Wow. Yeah. So I'm a woman and you're a man.
Yeah.
Wow.
But don't act like you wouldn't like it. But when I am, like, emotionally unavailable, I do, like, sometimes look back on times where it was more prevalent, like, damn, what a bitch I was. But I feel like now I've definitely built, like, a group of friends where if I don't seem, like, super engaged and, like, on top of everything, like, they don't see it as a bad thing. Meanwhile, someone who maybe, I mean, then again, it also kind of comes from if that person is insecure or not, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, so like maybe perhaps I'm not the issue, but perhaps you are the issue, you little insecure bitch.
Yes, it's always them. Especially if they're insecure. No, I mean, I understand actually, because the thing about, like, our friendship and also our group of friends is I feel so secure in my relationship with you all that I feel like if, say, you felt insecure with me and you felt like you couldn't talk to me, even if, like, I specifically clarified to you, like, if you have a problem, please tell me. I want to fix our friendship. But if you withhold that from me, then I think that's your fault. That's your problem. Yeah. It's like I try my best to make sure that, like, if you have an issue with me, you can confront me about it and I won't take it personally. Yeah. But if you can't be bothered to do that and then you end up, like, just, like, shying away from me all the time rather than just talking it out, then you're the problem. And frankly, I don't want to be a problem with someone who's too much of a little pussy ass bitch to talk about their problems.
Yes. That's a aspect of our friendship that I really like. And frankly, you don't bother me at all. So, like, I've never had a reason to be like, oh my god, maybe it's time to confront you about this issue that I'm feeling. But there definitely has been times, I mean, obviously this is life after all. People fall out with their friends. You know, people talk about, like, friendship breakup being worse than an actual breakup. I think that is the case for a lot of people, but I kind of want to talk about, like, those moments where you kind of feel indifferent because, like, that's not something that's ever kind of highlighted, you know what I mean?
Can you give an example or explain
further? Babes, I can, yes.
Oh, yes.
Lock in, guys, okay? For some context, I've been friends with this one person, like, ever since I was a kid. Once I started primary school, that's how I met them. But there was a time where we kind of grew apart from each other, but that was just because we were transitioning into high school and, like, you know, everyone gets separated. Yeah, it was going pretty steady. Like, everything was fine, honestly. At the time, I generally did think he was that type of friend where, you know, we could talk about issues if we had any. And oh boy, was I wrong, you know? I'm not gonna go into full details because we will take fucking forever.
And it's kind of nonsensical, to be honest.
Yeah. And also, like, I don't hate him or anything. Like, I do wish him the best. But what I do have is, wow, that was so silly. I still feel that way, you know?
It was really fucking stupid.
But another point I want to make before I actually go into this, he also thought the same way I did. Like, oh, we're friends, we could talk it out, we're not gonna really lose our friendship over it. Like, we could get through it, sort of thing. But as it kept progressing, it that just seemed so far away. I pointed that out. I was like, oh, I thought we're friends. I feel like we can talk about this, but I feel like we're not aligned at all right now. And then he said, like, oh, well, it's the first time this has ever happened. Like, yes, that would have been ideal. We get through it, but, like, we can't predict it. You never know what to expect. And I was like, yes, that is true. But also, like, we are friends, you know? Like, and, you know, maybe that's not the right way to think about it. I don't know. But I just genuinely thought, you know, we could get through things, you know?
I think the problem was, in the end, you were willing to reflect on your mistakes, whereas he was blaming everyone except himself. Basically, like, kept seeing himself as a victim of everything. There are some things he definitely was, right? But I feel bad for him in that I don't think he's ever been able to truly reflect on himself and his wrongdoings, which is why he can never grow, which is why your differing POVs ended everything, because he just couldn't see past his own perspective. That was a problem.
I see. Bit of backstory. In high school, we all sat together in the corridor, but then like some tensions between him and then one of our friends kind of broke out, and then that ended up like splitting us a bit. It became two groups basically, from one group to two. And then fast forward to like early days of university, that friend who had some tension with him back then was like, oh, let me just kind of see how we get along now, because, you know, that was in the past. So she kind of wants to basically vibe check the situation between him and her, right?
It arose because the RuPaul's Drag Race show was coming up.
Yes, exactly. Then you three went to see the RuPaul's Drag Race show. Basically, she wasn't vibing, but you were at the time.
Yeah, I was fine because it was just us three. But then that changed when we all hung out, like the whole original high school group. I ended up not liking it simply because I felt like it was bringing out a version of me from back in high school that was not the best version I could be. I'm still not that best version, but back then I was so much worse.
Yeah.
And I could feel like myself get like reverting back to that stage, and that wasn't a good thing. So I didn't want to hang out with him anymore after that.
Fast forward to basically around my birthday. This is when I was turning 21. So this happened when I was 20, and that's crazy to think that, you know,
something so immature was happening in your 20s.
But also the fact that 2 years has passed since that incident. I was thinking of doing like a games night with everyone because that's what we do. And also I was poor, so I didn't want to do anything too big. But at the time, I was his best friend. Like, we hung out quite a lot. I was the closest friend to him. He has expressed to me how he did find like difficulty in making friends and all that sort of stuff. I feel like part of that is because I was in like education, university, and he wasn't. I had the opportunity to like meet more people. So yeah, I'd be like, oh, I've met this person today, I feel like we're gonna get along well, and maybe become like proper friends, but right now we're just like surface level friends, like classmate friends, you know what I mean? And he would always be like, crazy how I never met this person before. As in like signaling like, oh, introduce me to them so I could become their friend as well. And
those exact words.
Yeah, we're friends. I don't always feel the need to mix them up, you know what I mean? Especially since I don't know how long this person will stick around, because it's just a uni friend, you know what I mean? Like, if they stick around, that's brilliant, great, amazing, like, I'd be more than happy to, obviously. He also wanted to join a game night at one point in general, but the next one just happened to be for my birthday. Initially I was thinking, yeah, why not? I think that'd be fine. But then keep in mind as well, at this point my brain was just like going rapid fire. I didn't really have time to sit down and think. So I sent a message to the group chat saying like, oh, by the way, I feel like inviting this person. But then as I said that, I actually paused for a bit and thought, and then I was like, actually, you know what, maybe I don't want to do that. But also at the same time, you also expressed,
I reminded you of my discomfort.
Yeah.
And the fact that I never wanted to hang out with him again, even if all you guys were, and I'd be happy being left out of it.
Yeah, you said that, and then I said, never mind, I don't want to do it anyways. And then the other girl who went to the drag show as well, and, you know, did that little vibe check, also expressed like, you know, if you invite him, that's absolutely fine, but I'm just not gonna be like very comfortable, to be honest. Oh, okay. I was like, oh, don't worry, I changed my mind anyways. And then they were like, oh, by the way, you could tell them about how we feel. So I was like, okay, I'll tell him since you guys are okay with it. But also, like, looking back, I recognise I could have taken some time to sit with it more and think about how to deliver it to him. But, you know, my mind was going so fast. I'll just tell him. And also, like, you know, he has expressed before, if you have a problem with me, just tell me, you know what I mean? So I told him, I did what he said, you know? Like, oopsie daisies, fuck me, I guess, you know, like, sue me, you know, like, oh shit. But no, like, I do take responsibility and, like, not just, like, thinking of how this could be delivered to him and how he would react to it. I'll take fault on that. When I revealed that you guys weren't feeling comfortable with him, he was under the impression that things were okay, and then suddenly he gets this news that, oh, you two didn't feel very good. A lot of the anger was shifted onto me when I simply delivered a message. He didn't take it well, and I understand him not taking it well, because I can imagine a lot of people won't be feeling like great about that, you know? All those years of friendship just disappeared because of this one incident. Some of the other details of the story is quite funny, like, he then mentioned, like, if you have a wedding, just because I'm there, are they not gonna show up? That just seems like a fucking stupid question, not gonna lie, because, like, what do you mean? Like, first of all, I'm not getting married, but, like, if I were, like, what the fuck are you on about? And then, I did try to sort things out with this one person. Like, I gave him some space as well, just let him process all his emotions, just feel what you feel, then come back with a fresher mind to rediscuss this. Leading up to that point as well was just like, it took forever, it was so long, so dramatic. I was like, oh my god, you're giving me so much anxiety right now. One of the revisits wasn't really planned, when he showed up at my door. I won't talk about that right now. But basically, the friendship ended. This is all to say basically the whole like feeling indifferent thing. Obviously I was affected by it, and to say that I wasn't would be a lie. But I was really surprised by how indifferent I felt. I don't really know how much more deep I could go into that other than being like, oh, I felt indifferent. I didn't feel one way or the other, I thought I would have been like really upset because the whole like friendship breakup stuff, you know what I mean, like it's such a big deal in people's lives. But I was so surprised to feel kind of indifferent. But I also feel like because that was happening, I was also reflecting on like the friendship. I was happy being his friend. There was points where I was like, I realized like, oh, he might have been not that friendship is transactional. That's another thing we should probably talk about, transactional friendships in quotation marks for those who are listening. I felt like he was benefiting more from being my friend. That sounds like so terrible to say out loud. It was just the case, I couldn't deny it. That realization also possibly contributed to the fact that I felt indifferent because I didn't feel like I was, in quotes, losing anything. And I am giving like a TLDR version of the story. Like, it really goes so much more beyond what I told you, but I don't want to take too much time up talking about that one story.
Everything you said highlighted to me what I definitely don't like in a friendship. For example, if I had someone who so badly wanted me to introduce them to all my friends, I can't do that because you don't even know who all my friends are.
I don't think I do.
Yeah, you don't. But do you want to know? No, you don't. And I
don't feel the need to.
Exactly. I actually like to keep all my friendship groups separate. This is usually based on like vibes or things we have in common. For example, I wouldn't introduce you guys to my big group of people who read books.
Yeah, no, like I have no reason to be there, to be honest. Like,
exactly. My mother taught me, and this is actually the only thing I agree with her teaching me, is never invite yourself to an event. And like if someone like speaks about an event and then doesn't invite you, don't ask because they probably don't want you there, and that's okay, it's their choice.
Yeah,
I still fully abide by that. So if you ever find me asking to be invited to something, you have the right to unfriend me because then you'll know I have lost the plot. Officially.
Okay, I will keep that in mind. Should we talk about like the transactional comment I made earlier?
The transaction. Okay, well, here's the thing. Though friendships are not transactional, they don't have to be.
Yeah.
I guess like in a way they kind of are.
Yeah. Addressing that doesn't sound good, but like think about it, they are,
Friendships aren't like transactional in the like traditional sense, like money wise, but
yes.
But truth be told, friendship is transactional in that if you didn't get anything positive from a friend, for example, they like make you laugh, they make you feel good, if they like make you feel like shit, then would you want to be friends with them? No, because you don't get anything positive from them. Do you also think that maybe cause like, let's see, initially you thought this friendship was built on trust and that you guys would be able to tell each other everything without like much judgment or anger or negative reactions.
Yeah.
But now you, like, after that instant, you saw that that was not the case.
Yeah.
So therefore nothing was lost.
I suppose, I guess. Overall, I mentioned a story basically to talk about the indifferent feeling that people feel but don't really talk about. So yeah, I just kind of want to provoke some of your thoughts. Have you ever had a situation where you just felt indifferent? Let us know in the comments.
Not gonna lie, your story of friendship with that person did make me think of all the things I dislike about a friendship. It doesn't sit right with me simply because a lot of his traits are something I would not want to find in any of my friends. I am very heavy on boundaries in friendship. Like, I will not stand for you inviting yourself to my events. Like, if I want you there, I will invite you. But I think some people definitely don't like that, or they may think I'm being too harsh or restrictive. What about you? What do you think about like boundaries in friendships? Am I being too harsh, too restrictive, or what?
Funny that you mentioned this. So basically, recently actually, I'm coming across quite a lot of TikToks about our like Gen Z being too boundary focused. And what I mean by that is they think people aren't showing up for their friends anymore. So let's say they had a stressful week at work, they don't feel good at all. Their friend is having like a semi-important event, or maybe an important event. For instance, like their birthday, like they'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna set a boundary here. I'm not feeling good. I'm not gonna show up for you, so I'm not gonna go to your birthday. The people who are making these videos feel like they're seeing that more often. So yeah, what do you think about boundaries like that?
Well, let's see. Truthfully, I'm the kind who, like, if you don't feel up for it, I don't want to force you into it. I mean, for example, if it were my birthday and you didn't show up and you at least, like, you know, messaged me beforehand.
Yeah.
I, like, maybe I'll feel a bit of disappointment, but I won't feel angry, because let's say you turn up, you're in a mood, and then you end up ruining the vibe. I'm gonna, like, not, like, remember my party fondly.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather have one person missing and have the vibe be okay than have one person ruin it all. That's, like, also why, like, I don't like mixing friend groups together. Like, even though you're friends, like, he wanted so badly for us to tolerate him, but you would have noticed immediately the vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the kind of person I am. Sure, it is harsh. It's not good to not show up for people, but I wouldn't, like, if you were in a mood, if something bad happened to you at work, or you just had a bad day at work and then you felt you could not unwind by going to my party, I wouldn't want you there. I'd tell you to go home.
I totally get you. I feel like it could be like a case-by-case situation as well. But overall, I'm assuming you don't feel particularly strongly about this whole commentary.
No, I don't at all. I mean, that's another thing. Like, sometimes I do come across reels like that. Not exactly the scenario you painted. I see these, like, sad reels of, like, a person texting their friend, but then their friend says, "Oh, I gotta go, my battery's gonna die," and then the person, like, from the POV we're looking at is like, "Oh, okay," and then, like, they reveal that they've been charging their phone while texting the whole time, and I'm like, I think that's fucking stupid. Like, first of all, like, they are not obligated to continue texting you if their phone's gonna die. Second, that is actually a hazard.
If we're gonna be nitpicky, right? First of all, for me personally, I don't like overcharging my phone, you know, because that will ruin the battery, and I paid lots of money to have this fucking piece of shit. Okay, I don't wanna do anything to make the battery life absolute shit. I don't overcharge my phone, and when I'm talking to someone, like FaceTime for instance, I do not like to charge my phone as I talk to them. And also, your phone can actually blow up if you do that. Like,
exactly.
Being genuine, like, your phone can blow up.
But, like, not even the, like, whole hazard thing aside, even then, you are not obligated to continue talking to me.
Yeah.
You can pull out the conversation anytime you want. Phone needing to be charged or not, I don't care. Like, it is your boundary. It's your right to stop the phone call.
Every time I see those, I'm just like, what the fuck?
That's the thing.
You pussy ass bitch, you know?
Exactly,
like,
that's the thing.
You fucking you pussy ass bitch.
That's why, like, I'm so glad none of our friends are like that, because I would not be friends with them.
Yeah, no, literally it's not for me.
Not gonna lie, this whole thing got me thinking, like, of how much clingier I used to be, and I know, like, back then I was clingy because I was utterly convinced that all you guys hated me and that there was this only one friend I had. But then she ditched my ass, and honestly, I mean, I don't blame her, because she wasn't perfect, but thinking back, I was definitely, like, annoying, pretty insufferable. Like, imagine, like, if I clung to you, like, if I treated you like you were my only friend, my only hope. If I, like, constantly wanted to hang out with you all the time, I'd want, like, to, like, invite you to everything, or I'd want you to invite me to everything. I'd expect you to always stand by my side. Like, I wouldn't blame you for dropping me, because that's suffocating.
Yeah, no, like, right now, you even mentioning that, I want you to leave.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I wouldn't blame you for that. And that's the thing. That's the kind of person, like, I was once. I'm glad I've, like, I think I've grown from that.
Oh, no, absolutely, like, you have, bitch. Do not worry.
Yeah, because now I look back and I'm like, you little pussy-ass bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
But no, like, thinking of that, like, makes me think back to who I was, and I never want to be that again.
No, but no, like, facts though, literally. Yeah. Like, I'm glad you're not like that. If you were, you wouldn't be here right now. Maybe I would have done this podcast with that friend, you know?
Well, no, I feel like what I was saying was describing him. I mean, having said that though, I do very much look back on my past self with pity. I also look on your former friend with pity, because, well, with him, he is still unable to, like, really reflect on his own actions. He can reflect on mine, no problem, you know, but he can't reflect on his own, and that is what's stopping him from finding more friends who he can connect with the same way he did for you.
And if by chance that former friend is watching this, I don't think he is, but in the off chance he is,
I think it'd be too traumatizing for him.
For real though, like, I do hope he is like doing well. Like, I don't have any bad wishes on him at all. I hope, and I'm sure he does have like friends now. I don't think like he's alone suffering because he doesn't have me, sort of thing, But yeah, no, I do wish him the best. Like, I don't have any ill intents towards him.
And everything I'm saying, even though I am laughing, because laughing is what I do, that's how I stop being a little pussy ass bitch. Everything I'm saying is like going towards the wish that he can learn and then just secure another opar like you. Well, okay, enough about you then. God, you're hogging up all the screen time.
I know.
Well, not screen time, sorry, the voice time. Yes, voice time, yeah. Now it's my turn.
It is. Go ahead, girl.
So basically, this girl, let's call her Kay. I don't give two fucks. Okay?
First J and now K. You're so creative.
Kay reminds me a lot of your friend, actually. She was more on the clingy side for sure. You could not talk to her without her taking things a bit personally. And also, I remember we all had a discussion with her where if she ever felt anything wrong with us, she should tell us so that we can repair our friendship. But in the end, that did not happen. She ended up, what's it called? It's not blacklisting, but like, what do you call?
Basically kind of just disappearing, to be honest.
Yeah, basically disappearing from us, never talking about it with us. But in all honesty, I actually felt that same indifference you felt with that friend for Kay.
But then I feel like that indifference makes more sense because you don't have like a backstory with her. You haven't known her for a really long time, you know what I mean? Like, I knew her, but it wasn't, even then, it wasn't like a long time knowing her, but it was definitely more than you, for sure.
Okay.
But I feel like because you had nothing to attach it with, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I like, the thing is though, I don't like define my friendships by the length of time.
That's true. I don't do that either, for the record.
Because like, even though I've been friends with you for a long time, right? That's not what I use to define you, especially given that most of that time was spent thinking you hated me.
True.
So it's irrelevant to me, you know? It's based on like bond or what they mean to me, and also their personality if it aligns with mine. With hers, it was her inability to talk and really like take action upon herself. Like, she felt she was being left out, but then she dealt with this by leaving herself out more.
You know what I think the common denominator in all of this is my fucking game nights. Like, my fucking game nights, oh my god, it's a fucking curse. I should not host them anymore.
That's so funny. You know what, actually, that reminds me, because the whole reason she like thought we didn't like her anymore was because, let's see, she went to one game night of ours, right? But then she wasn't invited for the next one because we thought she was away. But she didn't even bring that up with us. She just like shunned us. And then like she eventually had to like nearly cried talking about it with us, but it's like, girl, we thought you were away. Yeah, why didn't you just tell us?
Yeah.
Also, you specifically invited her to go out for a movie with us. Like, if we hated her, you wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
There comes a point where, like, I don't hate stupid people. Stupid people can't change the fact that they're stupid. You know? Like, it must be hereditary. I don't know. But, like, they can't help it, okay? Like, I actually take real pity on them. Also on myself, because I can be very stupid. However, if it comes to the point where you can't, like, express your stupid thoughts and solve them with smart solutions, you're the problem, and I don't want your stupidity near me, because you can't be fixed. You will forever be stupid. And nothing will change that. Also, if you're, like, very clingy, that's even worse than being stupid. To be honest, it didn't help that she took that really shitty photo of me and posted it. I think that, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, as shallow as it is, that is a big reason why I feel nothing for her.
Yeah, wow.
You don't understand how upset I was by that photo. Because, like, I mean, I normally don't click onto my tagged notifications immediately because I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be fine. But this time, something in me told me I had to do it.
And I'm glad
I did.
I'm glad you listened to that feeling.
Like, because after seeing it, I immediately messaged her saying, like, please delete this. It looks fucking horrible. I had a crying session, but then you messaged me and be like, oh yeah, I was wondering where that photo went. And I cried even more because, like, it's just the fact that, like, my opar saw it, saw me at my worst, made me feel really, really bad. It was heartbreaking.
Life happens, you know.
I mean, is there any advice you would give to avoid anything like what you've been through?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you? What's your advice to people that are watching or listening?
See, I think like if there is a friendship and you consider it redeemable, and you want to like fix it, talk to them. Also, don't hide your feelings. However, if it's a friendship that you see no value in and they have done nothing but disrespect you, honestly, you don't need to bother talking to them if you don't want to. You can just leave.
Yeah.
But also, if you really want that final fuck you, go ahead. I don't blame you. Because I still kind of wish I took that final fuck you. But to be honest, if I did, maybe I wouldn't be holding on to all this anger. But you know what? That's what this podcast is for.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah.
What you said was really good advice, I'd say.
But also, I think boundaries are important. You might like think that I'm being too harsh with my boundaries. Another thing is also like I think you should respect yourself before you are friends with someone. And don't invite yourself to shit. Like that's just invasive.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's invasive. That's disrespectful. If someone wants you there, they will invite you. If you're not wanted there, it's for a good reason usually. Maybe you don't fit in with a group of people, and that's fine. You have your own group. You are your own group if you're like a loner, but that's also okay.
Yes, everything's okay. Like everything is fixable. Everything is, you know, like you can't get through anything, honestly.
As long as you are able to self-reflect.
And also communicate as well.
Yes.
Like everything is fixable, and if it's not fixable, then just let it not be fixable. It's okay. Like it's not the end of the world.
Only the end of the friendship.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like you made some really great points and gave some good advice. Share some of your friendship breakup stories. I'm quite curious to see how ridiculous it can be. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's definitely like some really, really questionable ways people have like fallen apart, you know. Probably even more crazy than mine. Who knows? Probably, yeah. There will be.
I mean, yours was really silly, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It did turn big, but the foundation of it was very silly.
But yeah, no, there's so much more to the story that I haven't spoken about, but anyways, thank you so much for watching or listening. I hope you tune into the next one. Please watch our previous episodes if you haven't watched them already. And yeah, would really appreciate if you subscribe and give a 5-star rating. And also just engage with our podcast in any way, shape or form. That's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.